In today's video, I'm going to be doing an ultimate chamber guide on Ascent. I'll be going through the best trips, TPs, and how to attack and defend on chamber. I hope you guys enjoy the video and don't forget to subscribe. Alright, so normally on pistol round, I'll buy 2 trips and then I'll buy 5 shots with my sheriff. And I'll either put a trip mid, up here, up around here, or down here. And then if I'm playing B, what I'll like to do is I'll put a trip way over here and just have it there for when they come out and I have to fully peek it. This will hit them once they peek like right here. And then if I'm playing on A, you don't put that trip on B. And I'll just put a trip either on cat in like one of these cubbies, like right here or right there, or even right here. Always just make sure that you switch it up. And then for here, you always just put one either on the left side or the right side. The thing that I like to do is I'll just like switch it up either left or right depending on like how common and how often I've been laying it. So for your TPs, what I like to do with my TPs is if I'm playing on B, I'll put one right here in this little cubby. And then I'll have one closer onto A, which I will put right over here in this area, right back here. So when I take my TP, quick rotate over to each site. But what this also allows is it'll allow me to peek from here. Also allow me to hold here and still TP out of there. And one other thing that people don't know is that if mid gets smoked, I can literally hide and just tuck in here and hold here as well. And also TP out. So if I'm playing on A, what I like to do is I can either keep the same TP and hold cat, as the one I just previously showed, or if I'm going for an aggressive play, I'll literally put one right here as close as I can, and then have the other one waiting back here just to TP me out. Also gives me a quick rotate. So if I'm peeking A main, I'm getting aggressive, peek here, peek up here, TP out, quick rotate, as well as you could get a free pick. So if you're playing aggressive B, what I like to do is I'll like put a TP here right at the start, and then I'll have my other one come all the way back here as far as I can so I can get a quick rotate and get a nice TP out, which I'll put this one right back here in the corner. I always keep it so I can get a quick TP, and if I'm playing aggro like here, if I have my ult, I'd literally just peek this right away, TP out. You can also switch this TP though if they are actually committing to B often, and chuck this one all the way back here as well. And then you can get back to site after peeking. So you peek this, take your fight, get back to site, you know that they're pushing, still can play off your trip and all that. If you're gonna aggro cat, then what you want to do is put one here right at the beginning. They really can't see this one. And then you can get all the way up to here, all the way up to here, and peek that. And then for the second area, you want to put your TP all the way back here, so you can either play off of A and get a quick rotate out. So this allows you to peek cat aggressively and get all the way back to top site. But make sure after you take this TP, like this, you want to pick that one back up so you don't TP back into it and just are sitting out in cat in the open. And if you need other areas on where to lay TPs on B, so you have that one default here, and then you can either switch it up and also put one here. This one's kind of good if it gets smoked out when they push out, but a lot of the times they can just see that and just shoot it. So it's only good if you actually have a guy smoking it. You can also put one here, kind of like a little trip, that when they get out to here, it'll still spot them. You can also put one right down here, and if they've been pushing site really quickly, I like to just drop one like right under here, so that when they jump out, they just get hit right away. But a lot of the time, they'll just try to take out the choke point area so that they can't get anywhere further. Now attacking on chamber, what I like to do is I'll always put one trip at A and one trip at B, and I'll either switch these ones up. So I'll put one here, I'll put one on the left side here. I'll switch these ones up just so that they don't get predictable, or even sometimes I'll put one way deep back here if they like to push mid a lot. And then after I drop that one, I'll put a TP back here if we're going B. And then I'll run all the way over here, drop my other TP there. You have time to do this during the buy phase. I just pause the time to make it easier. Then go all the way back here. Then you just have to run right here. Take your TP, pick them back up, and then you're with your team for B. And to add on to these trips is I'll either put one here behind the box, or I'll wait if we're pushing A and push one a little bit aggressive here. So I'll chuck one there. And I'll even chuck one on cat sometimes in case they like to push up mid when we're flanking A. For a basic default setup, what I like to do is that if we're going to be hitting A on chamber, I'll normally drop one of my TPs up here, so that no matter where I go, I can always drop another TP. I can drop it all the way up cat, all the way up into this area if we need to, and I can literally drop it all the way up into here and take a fight and still get back to safety. It's a really good spot to lay your first anchor TP. And then a good anchor TP for on B is once the buy phase goes down, if your team likes to play B, you lay one here and just keep this one as the anchor. So basically this one can literally get dropped anywhere and you can basically peek from anywhere with it. Especially a lot of the times when I'm in B, I'll drop one here, take a quick fight, Go back here, and a lot of the times they won't be lurked up mid. And you'll have a teammate in mid too. One of my main tips that I feel like with chamber though is that if you have 2 TPs across the map, and you have like one here and one here, and then your team goes ahead and pushes A, I feel like that whenever you leave the radius of your TP and you don't think you're going back there, always just pick them up. I feel like I have a hard time nowadays still, but I feel like I never pick up my TPs. You do get like a 20-second cooldown off of it though, but always whenever you're away from your TPs, just pick them up and then you can actually use them in the future.